Hey, cram it, Skinny. Give me free food, or I'm gonna tell people I yelled there was a cube in my salad.
Free food, right away. Okay, alright, I was hoping Yelp was a weapon for dumb people. You taught me something today, Rob.
That I can throw a frog 100 feet?
I can't change your back. This whole endeavor was doomed to fail. Like an Asian guy going to a salon. I want to have my anus reached.
He's gone, Rupert.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the first play from scrimmage, second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now the second down throw on target, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pick up at 4, here's second and 6. Now again, right side. It's Gibson looking for a quick
I mean, that's not bad, though. It's the first time I've had to plug it in all day. I did think I did have it charging earlier, though, so.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He could.
Oh my God, is it out of bounds? Oh, damn.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter, Tress Way, on to punt for Washington. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on the punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he takes this just about a yard short. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Saquon
Break up.
last year against Washington. He won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the third highest single game total in the NFL all of last season. Tackle made by Chase Young. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
We learned a lot about it. Walmart makes it easy with groceries, gadgets, and so much icing. Let's end the year.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Make your holiday shopping a boost.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Get a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talked often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route,
Yeah.
definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Oh, God damn it.
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And then one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
At the 46-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire off and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Get what you want without getting tied down.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 4 yards there and another first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Canarsie!
Being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well. Free from his grasp.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. For Mecole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019. And he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there. Hopkins with the extra point. 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Canarsie!
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and the return stops at the 39-yard
What's your
line.
problem?
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. This guy stepped up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down now, it's Gibson.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Mercy.
Antonio Gibson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with first down there. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to Slayton. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now left side, a completion to his tackle. They'll get it out just short at the 44. 13 yards there and a Washington first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
I can't.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I asked about your nonsense so I could plow your mother on the stick.
Yeah, what kind of photo shoot was it?
Did they take a picture of you eating a whole piece of pie next to your son and Chip?
Haskins back to the air. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Where exactly are we going?
To throw again on second down. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Washington.
Now Haskins on first down. And they'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his man to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And his guys will get the
I can't. I can't.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
It's 3rd and 10.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him 9 yards there on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Around 23-yard line.
Yeah, you're Jack. Yeah, Jack. Okay, I have a key to these things. Just find a good position to sit on the ground. Yeah, cool. I got that blanket from your trunk. Scratchy and something.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here.
Yeah, they're down. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down, and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a second down and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
You good, Ben?
Offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Kaepernick. And
Wow.
it'll be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Haskins now off the bootleg. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it is 28-0. And now here's Ross. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so it's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Boy, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so, and Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington will take over first and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do,
Oh my
they go
God.
back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got the first down. Taken down at midfield. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Oh my God.
On first down, Gibson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Wait, you been upstairs the whole time? Thinking all that walking around up
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now again, right side. It's Gibson, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now. Convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little adjustment setting in with their drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On the option, Haskins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Dustin Hopkins runs for the field goal. 36-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now Ross to return. And he'll get it up past the 30 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
You better figure out what the reason is. You better figure it out. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches have a running game. They breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So the corners, no reason to lighten up now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
A lot of guys who I hardly recognize from Best Buy. Sorry for always putting it down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
But one thing we certainly know, Alabama churns out first-round picks, and there's another nice play there by one of them, Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Kaepernick now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A carry here for the big tight end. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And they will take a knee here.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up second down and a bit farther.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last two plays having gone backwards? So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they